Peace, family. Is the audio clear? And is the video clear? I'm outside, so I just gotta make sure the connection's clear. All right. How's everybody doing? We had a fire live earlier, but Instagram, you know how they do. They went and deleted the shit. So I'm just gonna chop it up a little bit while I wait for one of my customers to pull up. How's everybody doing on this Monday? I hope all is well. Hope everybody is in best of health, mental health, spiritual health, financial health, physical health, you know, all of the healths, because that's very important, you know. And if you're struggling with one or maybe two or three of those, then I would definitely say to seek some kind of a help or assistance, you know, because it's out there. Athletics, what up, my guy? See, every time I'm wearing one of your shirts, you be right there. You get the bat signal. You dig? Well, we out here, we in Harlem. Oh, condolences to you and your family. Very, very, very sincere condolences, you know. That is something that many of us are. I don't have too many fears in my life, but, you know, losing a parent is one of my greatest ones. So, yeah. How's everybody doing today? I figured that we could do a Q&A type of thing that I was attempting to do earlier. I'm really attempting to gauge or to engage with the family and to basically find out, you know, where they are at in terms of some of the topics that they really are interested in learning, some of the things that they really want to know about, and some of the schools of thought that people are gravitating towards. I really don't know, you know. I don't want to assume anything. I would rather utilize data analysis and take the word of the people. You feel me? So, it's right here with the question icon. If there's any questions, feel free to ask. The water, that's Blue Pill. It's not my water. You know, I would tell you that it works. You know, the gold water is great, you know. Help me with my skin, my dreaming, my lucid dreaming, my energy, things of that nature. You feel me? Masonry, I'm not a mason, so I can't help you with that. Look at that thing there. Whoop, whoop. Lamb talk. Where did the moon come from? Moon Depot. How could you grow your hair longer? Drink good water. Eat, you know, plant-based helps. You know, you could balance it. Plant-based, you know, try to balance it if you're not one of the people who could conform to an all plant-based diet. And I would highly encourage you to be in the sun a little bit more. Like, there's no tricks to when I let my hair grow out. I promise you. I always had like a low haircut. One day I decided to get a taper and let it grow a little bit. The next time I went, I let it grow a little bit more. And organically, it just started going like that. And I felt comfortable with hair on my head, which is a look that I never really had and I wasn't comfortable with because of the ugly phase that you go through when you're growing your hair out. But once I got past all of that ego, I just let it grow. And now that I have hair on my head, I'm like, damn, why the hell didn't I have this before? You know? Hold on. Uh-oh.
No. Yes, means give me. Take the money. Take the money. Go. Not yet. Yes means not yet. Taking your money. I don't know that. You don't know what yes means? No. Yes means I want it. Yes means I want it. You want it? Yes means I want it. Why did you record me, brother?
I'm on live. You on live with me?
I don't care about all that. Why did you record me?
No, say what's up.
I don't want to be recorded, bro.
Huh?
I don't want to be recorded.
You getting recorded by every goddamn camera out here.
I don't care about that.
All right.
Facebook,
well, all right. Well, then calm down then, my friend.
I'm calm though, baby.
Okay.
I'm my own business.
No, you're not. I'm over here. I'm listening to your ass.
I'm minding my own.
Yeah. So anyway, that's just another day in Harlem. So I'm really invested into where the collective is attempting to learn, because not only do I have lessons to teach, but I have access to my brothers and sisters who are teachers as well, scholars, even master students who have information that they could provide to brothers and sisters who are just getting into this thing. You dig what I'm saying? What up, Hasby? Where do I get my crystals? Good question. One of the initial crystal suppliers is a sister by the name of Sister Majade. She was instrumental, and she's my jeweler. She was instrumental to a lot of jewelry making. One of the premier jewelry shows is in February, and it's in Arizona. I'm putting you on the game. Somebody might be mad that I'm telling you that. But there's basically a month-long crystal show in Arizona in February. Do everything in your power to get down there and be a part of that. Go and Google it. Put Gem Trade Show, Arizona, February, and it'll come up. And you'll come up if you make it out there and come up. Do I have any shades? Yes, I do. I have access to these shades right here, and I have them in different colors. All you got to do is hit me up on my inbox, and I'll tell you the price. You dig? Oh, you moving in next month? Start a GoFundMe right now. Fuck that. Put your pride in your back pocket, man. Even if you sitting on 10 racks, count that shit out and tell a nigga to match it. If you sitting on a 500, count it out. Be like, yo, match this money. I'ma do it. And tell the people that if they want these precious stones and these precious gemstones, because let me share something with you. My life changed when I put these damn stones on. You know? My life changed when I put these stones on, and it changed for the better energetically wise. People will be like, well, where's the Lamborghini? Where's the Wraith? You know, you hopping out of the G4? What I'm saying is chill, slow down with your mixtape dreams, my nigga. You know what I mean? I'm not giving you the Tony Montana rhetoric. What I'm saying is, energy-wise, my life changed. Information-wise, my life changed. And I'm not saying that I got the best energy, and I'm not saying that I got the best energy around me. But if you niggas saw my life before the Stones, you would know what I'm saying. That it was really a roller coaster ride, you know? The kind of people that I was attracted towards me were of lower vibration or lower frequency. No offense to all of my lower frequency people out there, but you know, we was being magnetized towards each other when I didn't have them stones. And when I had the stones, I was around negative people, but there was more of it was like a buffer. You know, I was able to repel energy. So figure out and find out what stones complement you based off of your birth chart. It's not just based off of your horoscope sign. You have rising, You know what I mean? You have a whole bunch of other things that factor in. So you should want to find out what kind of gemstones. Because let me share something with you about gemstones and how powerful they are. A diamond, right? A diamond, a rock, a carbon. It doesn't stop doing what the properties that it says does. Like a quartz is always going to be a quartz. A quartz doesn't have willpower. It don't say, I don't feel like being a quartz today. A diamond will always refract light, especially the ones that are polished. It will cut glass. It will reflect light. If your shit don't do that, then you might have got caught out there by one of those guys, you know, that's out here catching niggas. But a real diamond is going to refract light, and it's going to cut glass, and it's going to have those kind of properties. Lapis lazuli, copper. Copper is gonna conduct energy. It's not gonna not do that. So, in a world where things are topsy-turvy, always on the fence, not really secure, you will want to at least carry something that's always gonna do what it says it's gonna do, right? So that's why I promote. It's not a fashion thing. To be honest with you, I used to walk around with pouches of stones because I was embarrassed of wearing them. This was the early 2000s. I wasn't really trying to wear that shit because I didn't, I was still chasing the diamonds and whatnot. I was still trying to chase the motherfucking gold and whatnot, I wasn't that much into wearing a fucking amethyst. That shit wasn't sexy to me. You know what I mean? I thought I was a failure. If I thought I was reduced to wearing a fucking amethyst. I was looking at people wearing stones like, catch up, nigga. You know what I mean? Here you go, wearing some shit from your backyard when you're supposed to be blinging with cash money in them. And I quickly grew up out of that mentality. I matured from that mentality. And to be honest with you, in the future, you're gonna see some of your rappers wearing, instead of iced out pieces, they're gonna be wearing chunky ass, chunky ass gemstones. But I did not wear. I wasn't big on wearing stones like that. To be honest with you, Blue Pill made that shit saucy to me. He made that shit wavy. I clowned him for a few months and whatnot, and then I was like, "Yo, can I hold one of those, P?" Like, that shit look kind of wavy. Like you out here matching up your outfit and whatnot with the blue stones, and and the rest is history. What's a good starter gemstone? Always clear quartz for me. Like always quartz, pink quartz. Or an amethyst stone. That's like the proverbial starter stone, amethyst, right? But always clear quartz. Quartz is a conductor, right? Quartz is like, here's a cheat code. Let me hit you with a cheat code for everybody. Shout out to Black Ice TV. All of the family in the UK, all of the family on the line. Make sure y'all go ahead and sign up to the brothers at Black Ice TV over there in the UK doing big things. We got big announcements coming up. All right, cheat code. If you could do this, carry a piece of silver, I think it's your left pocket, and a piece of copper in your right pocket. Or wear a piece of silver, right, on your left hand, and then wear a piece of copper on your right hand, because copper and silver is a conduit. Like, this is the energy field. So when you have these two conduits on, when you have these pieces of metal on, energy is able to go like this. It's able to continuously cycle and go around. And now you have an energy field. You're walking and you're enhancing your energy field. Your magnetic field is enhanced by doing such. It's an amplifier. And yes, you do have to be mindful of intent when you have these amplifiers on, because words that you speak will come into fruition. thought that you have can begin to come into fruition a lot faster. So if you're in a negative space, or if you're surrounded by negative people, or if you are constantly speaking negative things, you might want to take that shit off before you get in your bag. You dig? But it helps the circulation of energy, and I promise you, it builds up a force field around you. I'm giving you the cheat codes. This is not all of the cheat codes. This ain't the way to, but this is some shit that our people, is something very basic that you would think that we would all know. But unfortunately we don't. But now you know, and knowing is half the battle. You feel me? I got copper on the right and I got silver on the left, right? I don't know if it's the other way around. I was told that's the way to rock it, I was told to line it up like that. And to keep it a buck with you, as a social experiment, I'm gonna switch it up one day. I'm gonna do it on the other side for like a month. And I have a journal that I keep where I write down certain things that happen to me throughout the day and whatnot. It's like a memory book. And I'm going to just jot down if I notice a change, if things manifest faster. But I'm left-handed, so, that might play a part to certain kind of things and whatnot. But to be honest with you, it's not about separating either or. I'm left-handed and I'm supposed to be ambidextrous. I'm not supposed to be only one hand. I'm supposed to be rocking both spheres of the brain. I'm supposed to be operating balanced with both sides. I'm supposed to be able to draw like Picasso with my right and my left hand. You feel me? So that's nothing to brag about, like, oh, I'm left-handed. It's just a few of us out here. I want to be ambidextrous because it's even more of a fewer number of those people, because to be honest with you, that's the balance. That's how you're supposed to be operating both sides. I gotta practice my right hand, my right hand jump shot. My son be killing me in basketball. I gotta get that shit tightened. Are you and Blue both left-handed? No, Blue is right-handed. My father is left-handed and my mother is right-handed. My brother is right-handed and I'm left-handed. So we split in half as an egg, and I got the lefty shit going on. I got all of the lefty neuroses, because left-handed people have a neurosis to them. And my brother has the right-handed thing going for him. You dig? But I would definitely, I'm attempting to learn to master both hands. You dig? So more questions, y'all. We could do the Q&A through the chat. The Pistons could use me. I don't think the Pistons want red pill, bro. Oh, your twin brother. Okay, you see how that works? Because that's usually the case with twins as well. Like, you don't see twins and both of them are one of the same hand, especially if it's identical with an egg split. You know what I mean? Because think about the concept of a twin. When the egg splits, that's one whole human being splitting in half. All of the DNA, everything, the whole thing, the whole shebang is being split into two people. So that's almost like two halves of a whole. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. You know? You dropping some heavy jewels on the last live? Thank you, Haz. I appreciate that. Felt like old Know the Ledge radio, right? Felt like the Know the Ledge days. So, you know that's coming back soon. We're just warming it up. 2020 is going to be the anniversary for Know the Ledge. Yeah, you can ask a real question, please. I appreciate real questions. Are we gonna be in New York in October? More than likely. I'm in New York right now, so more than likely, yeah. Melanin Monday tonight? Yep, we doing that. On the summit, the talk was to push voting. What's your thought? How do you feel about those cops in Baltimore shooting that brother 154 times? I didn't know about that. Will we be in Harlem building? To be honest with you, I think those days are over, my brother. Those are coming to a close. The outside building days, you know, that's an era. That those days are coming to a close, you know. It'll still be building taking place, but, you know, look, I'm standing in front of the spot right here. This is the Mark 125th, you know. I don't know how long, you know, sometimes you do things too much. I appreciate what we've already contributed to the overall experience, and I think that it's time for something new, just to be honest with you. You know, maybe if we put a couch out here with a green screen behind it and we can have couch talk, but just standing out here talking, I don't really, you know, I enjoyed it, but I don't see that going forward too tough in the future. I'm still a soldier on the streets. What you talking about? I'm still a soldier on the street. I want to be a soldier on a big stage. I want to be a soldier at TED Talks. I want to be a soldier on the panels. You know what I mean? That's why I want to be a soldier at, because what's happening is that the celebrity, the woke people are hijacking the big stage, and they're gonna leave they're gonna leave people like me on the streets, and then they're gonna use that whole street thing to marginalize the importance of what it is that we do and what we stand for. You dig? What do I feel about Candace Owens? I don't. She's a fact espousing, Wikipedia repeating bedwitch. You know, she just spits a bunch of facts from Ben Shapiro and Breitbart and whatever nigga got her eating out of a dog bowl. I don't have no feelings towards her. I don't care that she got a, you know what I mean, a allegedly cute face. You know, that means nothing to me. She's in a sunken place. She's in a sunken place. What stood out the most at the parade? All of the police presence and the fact that they were basically pimping the red, black, and green for the parade. Straight pimping it. Straight pimping it. You'll never see a red, black, and green flag afterwards until it's time for that parade again next year. They pimping the shit because they don't follow the tenets of the flag. For the brother that got shot in Baltimore, let me go and do my research because I definitely have to talk about that. Mainly because it's dealing with Baltimore, and you know we teach in Baltimore a lot. We're gonna be teaching in Baltimore soon. The scandal that took place in Baltimore with the crooked police, that hasn't necessarily. Look at this. See, instead of being on the streets, family, this is the kind of shit that I'm trying to get into. I don't want to be on the streets no more. I want to be a part of a creative space. I want to be in a workspace. You feel me? I want to be inside of an institution like a workspace or a creative space or a maker space, making things with 3D printers, with laser cut printers, with wet labs where we're actually doing, you know, genome projects and shit like that. I don't got time for the streets, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Wow, we could send some young niggas out here. It's a whole bunch of people that they need the spotlight. They need to go out here and bust their gun. Look at this. While I'm on the street talking, look at what the fuck they built right behind us. While I'm on the street talking, they built a 300-foot motherfucking tower on 125th Street. I'm good with the streets. And nobody built nothing with all of this street talking. Nobody created nothing. Nobody built nothing. Look at what they built. Like, I don't know if y'all realize, unless black people get a hand on this, Harlem is finito. This is a castle in the middle of 25th. Look, the Apollo was right there, and they built a fucking castle, 300 feet tall, right in the middle of the block. You know what I mean? And it's for sale right now. It's for sale. I emailed Puff Daddy, and I'm about to send all of them a proposal because the shit is for sale, and all of those people that was on the panels, T.I., Killer Mike, if they're not creating opportunity zones, if they're not creating empowerment zones, if they're not just tweeting about it, like somebody, the niggas on Charlemagne, they mad at me because he put a post up the other day, like gaslighting, talking about how the people don't focus on the real stories. So I replied on his post, well, the black news, in parentheses, needs to stop gossiping and running their mouth and talk more about real news. And the reason why I said that is because we all saw what happened in the Bahamas. Nobody reported about the Bahamas until a fucking week later, bro. A week later. While they had Malik Yobert and all of the fucking alphabet soup on the Breakfast Club, they could have took that time to talk about the Bahamas because them people needed help. Nobody knew that they was underwater like that. And niggas was getting in their feelings. All of the dick riders was trying to, oh, you don't know who you're talking to. This is Charlemagne the God. And man, if you niggas don't have a seat, bro, you know what I'm talking about? Like, so I trolled them. You know what I'm saying? Because them niggas need to be trolled sometimes. Because I feel that a lot of these celebrities are dealing with benign neglect, and a lot of them are wild comfortable just saying shit, and they're not doing anything. Don't be a millionaire. Don't be a multimillionaire coming out of Atlanta who made your millions off of trap music, but you're not putting on your Instagram page or your Twitter account information about empowerment zones and opportunity zones. Don't be a motherfucking traptivist. That's a trapper, that's an activist. I don't even know how that happened. But don't be one of these people who are on some woke shit, but y'all not really on that shit. Like, y'all talk about it, but you're not posting up opportunities. The little shit that little old me does when I put up the top 20 businesses that you could get under $200. Like, I'm a micro influencer. Here goes the macros, and they're not doing that. They're not helping people. They put out a tweet. Oh, let's be black and excellent. Niggas go crazy. Oh my goodness. I knew you had it in you. You know, and like I said, I would rather them do some half diet woke shit than to do some ignorant shit. Yeah, you know what I mean? But we got work to do. And the work that we got to do is not hard. It's not even hard at all. It's some very easy work. All we got to do is give the truth to the people because they're thirsty and they're hungry and they need it, bro. Nobody is asking no one to shed blood. Nobody is asking nobody to sacrifice fucking baby chickens. Nobody is asking nobody to cut the throat of a rooster. Nobody is asking none of these Negroes to do any of that. All they're saying is, my guy, just put forth real solutions. Why don't you take a picture of a book because look, hidden colors 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Gotta go. I'm great. Say what up to the fam.
Oh, peace, Lord.
It's my OG right here, Shabazz. We'll run circles around your ass. Give you 360 waves. Yeah, give me 1 minute. So, hidden colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It ain't just have Tariq Nasheed on there. Every single one of the hidden colors had about 20 teachers on there. How many of them been on the Breakfast Club? I'll wait. And let's not talk about Dick Gregory, because that was the go-to guy for all of the woke people to get stamped and approved. Let's not just exclude Dick Gregory. Hidden colors 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many of those teachers? Because they were the ones who made the mother. Without them, there's no documentary. So how many of them, who 80% of them are authors, meaning that they got books, meaning that they got information for black people to learn. How many of them was on the Breakfast Club? I'll wait. With all of these LBGT and everybody that got something to say that's fucking detrimental to our people, how many of them do you see on the Breakfast Club? How many of them have been retweeted by all of the diet woke celebrities that are out there? How many? I ain't talking about Umar. Exclude Umar. So 1 out of 200, that's not enough. That's 0.0001%. How many besides Umar and Tariq? Okay, that's not enough. You niggas throwing around Polite and Umar and the homie Tariq. That ain't enough. That ain't enough when it's a war. There's a culture war taking place. Do you know what a fucking culture war is? A culture war is Ben Shapiro saying that hip hop is not music. That's the culture war. You might not think anything of it, but they're going against your culture. There's a war. Police shootings is culture war. That's a part of the culture war. They're aiming for niggas that are a part of a culture that they despise. Why do they despise the culture? Because the culture, there's reasons why. But the culture, the same culture that they despised in the 60s, in the 50s, in the 40s, in the 30s, they find a way to despise the culture of today. So all that shit, the LBGT coming up on a Breakfast Club, that's a fucking culture war. The shit that you see going on where Trump is going after motherfuckers, nigga, that's a culture war. Trump going after Obama or whatever, that's part of culture war. They are at war with your culture. They are at war with Tamika Mallory and all of them getting kicked off of the Women's March. They just got kicked off of the Women's March, right? And these are the founders of the Women's March, mind you. You want to spit? You want to get it in a little bit? They asking for you. I'm going to wrap it up and I'm going to let the OG body you niggas. So, the Women's March was founded by Tamika Mallory and them. She's from the Non-Action Network. And they kicked them off today because they call them anti-Semites because they won't denounce Farrakhan. Yet and still, nobody had the balls to tell the Jewish women on the Women's March, well, fuck it. Why don't you niggas denounce Israel and the Zionists who are apartheid? This is an apartheid regime. They're supporting terrorists. They're anti-African, anti-Ethiopian. They're anti-quote-unquote black. Why don't you denounce them?
And they selling all of the guns.
And they selling all of the guns to quote-unquote the Zionists. So, nigga, that's culture war. So we gotta understand what be going. It's bigger than just, oh, they don't like us. No, my nigga. Nigga, there's a war going on outside. It's multiple wars. But culture war is one of them. And unless you know, so in order to combat that, you have to bring the scholars and the intellects on to the platforms that have the highest, that has the longest, furthest reach. If the influencers want to be smart, if the influencers want to be woke, if the influencers want to be about that life, they got to get with the scholars and the people who were originally on the front lines teaching the people and are qualified to speak about what the fuck is going on. You can't put that in the hands of a rapper. Nigga, they're not going to be the voice for me. But hold on, let me let Shabazz do what he do.
Peace, Lord.
No, it's a live.
Oh, it's live. If we continue to worry about rappers speaking for you when they're not spokesmen for the black man in America, period. They're speaking to fill their pockets.
That's right.
And some of them are speaking to manipulate you and show the white man that you could still be bought with a haircut.
That's right.
A couple of dollars. And you will forget all about everything that is going on. They're killing you every day, consistently, repeatedly, from the time they brought you here till now. And y'all are acting like this is something new. Either you retarded or you blind. And even a blind man can see this. If y'all don't wake up. This year here, 2020, is the year of the final decision. You will decide one way or the other what side of the fence you on and start putting all your effort and your funds and your energy into that. Because this is not a war where the idea of losing is even a concept. Because if you lose, that means extinction. You niggas will be on plantations picking cotton or picking license plates. Take your pick. Otherwise, stop worrying about what the devil doing and do what you supposed to do.
That's right.
And show him that he no longer has your ear.
That's right.
Because long as he got your ear, you ain't gonna do nothing. The next cell phone invention, he gonna have y'all niggas. Guarantee it. Why? Because y'all like having inventions. Y'all like thinking y'all keeping up with the Joneses. You can't keep up with the Joneses because the Joneses ain't keeping up. He still got Betamax, VCR, 8-track, and all that shit. Y'all throwed all y'all shit away. Why? Because he told you to, but he didn't throw his away.
No.
Why? Because he know that the information that can be stored on those previous devices will outlast the devices that he's coming up with now. And you put all your effort into the phone. When we was growing up, we knew everybody's phone number in the hood and everybody's phone number in our family. Y'all can't remember 3 phone numbers. You put all your information on there, but you don't want nobody telling your personal business. You tell it. You snitch on yourself. This is the age of self-snitching. And if you think all the shit you're saying on there, he ain't recording it. He gonna build a dossier, and in a little while he coming for all you niggas. Even if the shit y'all saying on there is a lie, you gonna pay for it.
That's a fact.
Peace.
That's a fact. All right. There you have it. You know, OG coming in real quick with the No. All right.
Every one of these sciences in here, palmistry, numerology, iridology. He using on you niggas today. Eyeball scanning.
He
when
using
you take
all
a fingerprint, he takes your palm print. Why? Because he know them lines in your hand can't be manipulated to nobody else's hand.
That's right. And they could read the motherfucking hands.
And
they
know
could
your
read
whole
them
history.
prints. They could read those eyes. They read your blood. They read your DNA. Man, know thyself. And they say that you study your enemies. So they're studying their enemies.
Thank you.
To the core. It's not rocket scientists. They're implementing all of these divinations, but they hide it in science. With the fingerprint on the iPhone. With your iris scan, with the retina scan, with the all of that stuff is dealing with this, the divination systems, but it's disguised through what you know as technology and science. Simple stuff. You know what I mean? Simple stuff.
Did Baba put the
Yeah, the one that we did. Yeah, he threw that up yesterday, I think. I gotta watch it when I get home. What up, my genius? All right, I see you. Yeah.
Look, you got 50 cents on?
So yeah, we out here, man. You still got your VCR? Yeah, hold on to that.
Yeah. Because you can put tape on that, splice it right back together. But your DVD, scratch it up, your song is off.
It's all the way off.
You better start getting you your go bags, stashing that water, rice, and beans in your crib. Because every supermarket only has a 2-day supply of food. Look at how many people in a community and see how long will 2 days supply of food last.
Facts.
I was thinking that.
You ain't feeding your wife and them babies. That's gonna be your first treason.
Yeah. All right, Shabazz. Yeah, so I love you too. Yeah, so you know, what's the name of the book? Divot. Yo, Shabazz. You know that's my Amazon right there. Shabazz be having the books for sale. Yo, somebody want that book?
Which one?
Yeah, the divination one. I don't know who the author.
He's in the city?
Nah, we on the internet.
Oh.
I don't know the author. They don't even got the author on there. I'm not sure. Just go look that up. Beginner's Guide to Divination. You dig? Is there a way for them to get in contact with you?
They can get in contact with me through you.
Yeah. Whenever y'all need some books, just hit me up and we'll work it out. All right? I'll put the money in his hand. I'll send it out to y'all. We just gotta work that out until we figure out a better way. All right? Yeah. So if y'all want it, hit me up after the live, and I'll facilitate that with Shabazz. You dig? All right, man. Somebody said turn it around. That's the back. I looked for the author on the back. I don't see it.
This here is what they're implementing right now.
You see that?
This is the same phase of activity that the black man in America is going through right now.
Yes. The unionism. You know? Let's go holler at another brother. Because you know in Harlem, it's always something going on. And there's always somebody that's doing something, adding to the, what up, my G? Here we go. Copper Mike. We on live.
What's good, everybody? IG is ISKATE.
That's the brother Copper Mike who makes the crowns. Remember the crowns with the crowns that we used to wear, the copper crowns?
Hold on 1 second. I'm out my elevator.
Yo, with a gym book. Let me see the gym book. Cause Copper be having the gemstones. There you go. There you go. Yeah.
The Copper Child Mike Conscious Black Crystal Connection. That's my YouTube. And the IG is ISKATE. It's a real crystal fact.
Yeah, Ice Skate, New York.
A crystal fact, real quick. A crystal, by definition, is a solid or a liquid that has a definite repeated pattern on a molecular and/or atomic level. A rock is a conglomerate of minerals, chemicals, and organic solid compounds.
You gotta talk up.
That's the difference. Check me out on the YouTube, Conscious Black Crystal Connection. I go through it. The Copper Child Mike L. Thank you, Reparations.
Bre.
I got you, bro. I got you, bro.
Yeah. So, you know, we out here, man. We are out here. Oh, you copped the tiger's eye from him? That's what's up. That's what's up, you know. He be having the stones, though. My brother, he puts in work. Copper Mike puts in work, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he's an artist. His art is, you know, his art is definitely respected in these streets. But yeah, I'm not going to talk your head off. His IG is the letter I, skate. He's a skater. He's a professional skater. New York. I skate New York. It's NY. Instead of, don't spell it out. Just put NY. I skate NY. That's his handle on on Instagram. And I don't know if he's on Twitter, but maybe on Twitter too. You dig? But yeah, we out here, man. Can you decode information? Yeah, what information? What information you need me to decode? That's what I do. Yeah, Melanin Monday tonight. We're going to talk about the Tamika Mallory Women's March debacle. We're going to talk about the Revolt Summit, because I saw Tone Talks on YouTube a little while ago. That nigga's not feeling T.I. He ain't feeling nobody, you know. It's either his way or no way sometimes. But I hear his talking points. Like, I definitely hear where he's coming from in regards to the conversation. And, you know, he's like, yo, we can't have rappers talking for us. And I understand it, and I get it. But what I would have to say is, I know why Puff Daddy did the Revolt Summit and why he had rappers on the panel. My thing with the brother is, you know, put together more panels. You know what I mean? Like, he's not feeling Jay Morrison at all, based off of the rhetoric that I heard. He's not feeling nationality. He's not feeling the argument about being a nation. He ain't feeling none of that. He said he's an American, and the American flag is his flag, and the American Constitution is his Constitution. So that's that brother's stance. He wants to ride the American wave. He doesn't want to form a nation within a nation. That's not his stance. He's basically saying he just wants to be compensated for and for what his ancestors did for America. So his alignment, his allegiance, he's part and parcel to the United States of America. His allegiance is with America, the USA. Okay? And everything else is not in alignment, you know? And if you're not ADOS, you know, then that's basically, you know, I don't think he's saying, I don't know what he's saying all the way. I will have to listen to the brother more, but I caught wind of what the brother said earlier, you know? So I'm open to learn more. I'm open to learn more about what the brother stands for and what it is that he's exactly saying in regards to that the conference. But I don't think he, you know, from what I heard, he wasn't feeling it, you know. He's saying T.I. and Jay Morrison are completely off of their rockers, and they're not on point with what they're saying. And he appreciates Killer Mike for giving him a shout out, but they should have had an economist and a lawyer up there. And I would say not really, because that's not what the Revolt Summit was necessarily about. I don't think that panel was basically highlighting and showcasing artists. I don't know why Candace Owens was up there, I guess to have what they call a balanced argument. But what the retards at Revolt don't realize is they gave her a platform. They gave her a platform. Once again, I never see Phil Valentine on no panels. I never saw Dr. Sabio on any panels. I never saw Delbert Blair when he was alive on none of these niggas panels. I never saw, what up? I never saw, you know, any of our lecturers, any of our scholars. Bobby ain't go to nobody. Nobody brought Bobby to their panels. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is preventing the people who are qualified, who put in mad work, from being represented in the public on bigger platforms? Why is that? Why are they hiding them? Why are they avoiding them? Why don't they never say their names? Why don't they put their books out there? Why does it take Vlad TV to start putting motherfuckers out there and Negroes won't do that? I'm confused. You niggas got Vlad the Impaler. Fucking Vlad is running around giving niggas platforms, and Revolt or the Breakfast Club and other places won't. They won't even say their names, family. They won't say their names. They don't exist in their lexicon. But they running with this cloth. I bet you that, nigga. They got that counterfeit on. Would you take some shit that the nigga said all day, every day?
And why when they talk about black struggle, they always have LGB on the panel?
Yeah, Shabazz said, why when they talk about the black struggle, they got the LBGT on the panel? Nigga, pick a struggle. That ain't we not talking about that struggle. A struggle to do what? To be accepted for holding a white man's hand? So why don't they highlight, why is Francis Cress Welson's name not mentioned? Why is the ISIS papers not mentioned? Why is Elijah's name not mentioned? Killer Mike mentioned his name. Kudos. I saw the RBG flag. Police was waving it yesterday. Why the fuck is why is Marcus Garvey's name not mentioned? No Claude Anderson, no Neely Fuller, no Francis Cress Welsson. Y'all don't see what's going on?
They're taking all of the strong brothers.
No, they're not part of the conversation. Fuck out of here with that. Fuck is you talking about? They part of the conversation. Says who? Says who? Because the white man said that you part of the conversation? Now you part of the conversation? Nigga?
Ain't none of them struggles for gays, homo, lesbian, gayism. None of them struggles.
Struggle what? Struggle to be Roman in Rome? You don't gotta struggle to be a fucking Roman in Rome. Nigga, you're in Rome. You're in Rome. So there is no struggle to be Roman in Rome. Yeah, Killer Mike. He mentioned Garvey and he mentioned Elijah in 2019. Kudos. I'm appreciative of that. It took niggas long enough. It took niggas long enough. Where do I want them to go? Nobody's telling nobody to go anywhere. Nobody is telling anybody to go anywhere. What I'm saying is that there's a conversation taking place about, let me think, sovereignty, nationality, land that's owned to us, motherfucking acres that's owned to us, reparations that's owned to us, the fact that we're being killed and we're being treated like furniture because we appear as furniture inside of these quote unquote the Constitution and things like that. I'm talking about lawful things. I'm talking about the fact that the civil rights don't mean nothing. We need human rights. Okay? As human beings. The people that got sentenced to motherfucking life for selling crack cocaine, they need some kind of help. That's what I'm saying. There's different struggles going on right now. Not the struggle for people in their sexual deviancies or because of how they have sex. What about the struggle of niggas that want to be polygamous? What about the struggles for niggas that like to give back shots? Where's their flag at? because y'all made a whole movement because of people's sexual orientation and how they have sex. Nigga, I'm saying that that's a farce. That's not real. It's a colorable. It's as colorable as calling yourself a crayon color. It's not real, bro. It's not real. So much other shit. Come on, man. Talk about where I want them to go. They don't. They where they at. What you talking about? Nobody is telling them to go anywhere. Nobody's forcing them out of any place. What's up with this victimized mentality that somebody is always trying to encroach on your queerness? Nobody is trying to do that. Yo, you got a charger? You got a portable charger on you, big dog? You got it? Yeah. Yeah, real quick while I'm on this live so I don't shut down. You going to grab that that table? Huh?
You use this one like yesterday.
That's too small, family.
You can go get it.
All right, I'll go grab it. Yeah, I didn't know. Hold on, y'all. I gotta charge his phone.
Go ahead, plug it in there. You gotta sit.
Yeah. Why people always interjecting about what about this? What a man. What's the end goal? To allow niggas to walk around in bikinis? What's the end goal? I'm trying to figure this out. Like, why y'all always interjecting on niggas with boss talk? Like, we trying to talk about real things. Why are you trying to interject the fucking conversation about all of this stuff about people? Come on, man. They stick together. I would assume they would be sticking together. they part, yeah, that's Rome. Rome sticks together. Babylon sticks together. Babylon sticks together. I'm not surprised. Yeah, so my time running out on this live. I hope it don't get erased because, you know, I'm going to throw this on the tube and whatnot. But, you know, we're going to be on our show tonight talking about a whole bunch of things. Did I see the Kanye and ATL? Yeah. Jesus is King. That's the name of his new album. Full Sunken Place. You know, it's a pattern. A lot of people that go in the sunken place, that's where they wind up at. You know what I'm saying? You know, I like the music, you know. I'm never going to go turn away from the hymns of the spiritual hymns. It will always move me. I love to hear the organs and whatnot. I'm a black person, so rhythm is inside of me. So, you know, that shit cute and everything, but, you know, I'm good. I'm good. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gooch. But if he have his mental facilities or faculties of getting back in order, then all I could do is tell that man kudos because, you know, your mind is a terrible thing to waste. And they was messing with that man's mind. And he didn't deserve his mind or his brain to be tinkered with. So all power to him because he has children. And every child deserves a functional father, regardless if I agree with their politics or not. Every child deserves their father. So if he could get his mind right and his mind back, which is very hard to do when you're on psychotropics, then it is what it is. And if he puts out a